Media. Welcome to Healthcare Transformation Summit 2020, organized by Greyhead Media in association with Veem, Juniper, HP, and Chime India. First of all, I wish and hope that all of you are safe. The topic for today's discussion is leverage digital to deliver world-class medical care. And my guest today is Unmesh Deshpande, CTO, Kingsway Hospitals, Nagpur. With more than 30 years of rich experience, he is an IT professional and visionary who excels in drawing parallels between the business needs and digital technologies. He has led many leadership roles at the operational and senior management levels. Business process automation, IT infrastructure, data centers, and service management have been his forte. Being a hands-on techie, he likes to lead by example. He has rich experience in designing multi-role networks and networking with stakeholders in automating processes. Welcome, Unmesh.
Thank you, Mugwit, and thank you, Grey Media, for welcoming me. This has been a really tough times for everybody and industry. So first of all, let me uh, thank you all for inviting me to Transformation Summit. I'd like to express my gratitude on behalf of Kingsway Hospitals and our management. Now, I would like to brief for a minute of what Kingsway Hospital is all about. We are a 350-bedded brand new hospital in the heart of the city, in heart of the country, where all the focus of healthcare is converged.
Correct.
We have the latest and specialized ICUs, operation theaters, and IT-enabled OPD chambers with a lot of digital interactive. So all our endpoints, all our IT points are absolutely high-tech, and they need a lot of thinking.
True. So, Unmesh, we all understand that the COVID-19 crisis has taken a toll on businesses and their IT environments, and of course, the healthcare sector is at the forefront of all of that. And ensuring business continuity both for now and for later. Technology is going to play a very key role. And the healthcare sector is particularly under tremendous pressure to deliver patient care to both COVID patients as well as others who are critically ill. What are the challenges that medium-scale health enterprises like yours are facing? Mention some of the challenges that you faced during the lockdown and high COVID-19 rates. Where are you in your digital journey?
Very good question, appropriate to the times that the world is going through. This COVID-19 has taken everybody by surprise. Nobody ever imagined that after 1920 plague, there could be something like this happening in 2020, 100 years after. Business transformation was Hobson's choice. I mean, there was no choice but to transform. Charles Darwin had said survival of the fittest, but now it is survival of the quickest. It's a new normal that we have to embrace upon. Tables had to be reversed. Rather than patients coming to us, we had to move and go to the patients. Physical travel was not possible because of various medical restrictions and lockdowns. So how did you do it? We had to bridge the gap, the physical gap between the patient and us by leveraging on technology. Thanks to all the 4G connections what we have in rural parts of surrounding Nagpur, we were able to bridge that gap and bring our patients closer to us digitally. So we designed an effective communication channel, and which was a very crucial and great game changer for us. We were one of the few hospitals we were actually serving all the patients of all types during this lockdown period.
Rightly said. So, what you have said largely makes sense that the tables have indeed turned. So, Unmesh, the situation of the pandemic has brought new challenges, for example, remote working and social distancing. However, for hospitals, there is little choice. How do you use technology to ensure the safety of your personnel even while serving the patients?
Uh, this pandemic has uh, posed a serious question and a challenge to all. But we at Kingsway, we don't see challenge. We see it as an opportunity to excel, opportunity to be innovative. So it was absolutely mandatory that we keep our employees, our main staff, at their home in their own security, and they work from their comforts and safety of their home. Uh, we have a very flexible computing fabric which is riding on HP SimplyVity. That fabric enabled us to provide all our services, be it Active Directory services or web services or telecom, everything. We were able to bring or move the actual work desk to every employee's home. And that has really seen Kingsway going in these tough times.
Rightly said. So the streak for innovation and a team that shares vision and passion is very important. So Unmesh, how have you leveraged emerging technologies, for example, the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, in recent times for better enablement of decision making at your institution?
See, we are a new hospital. We are just about more than a year old now, or 1 year young. Uh, every system, every service, every domain in our hospital has been recently established. So is the IT. So we have just closed the IT 1.0 phase and embarking on a journey which is called IT 2.0. Machine learning and artificial intelligence are integral drivers in my IT 2.0 plan. Having said that, it's not that we are not doing any machine learning or any AI work. Uh, I'm not sure how many people are aware that the healthcare industry networks are under continuous threat of hacking, and a lot of hacking probes, they come to every network, not only to Kingsway but across the world. Currently, what is the real estate is the patient's data, the kind of medical treatment given, because these all play analytics for people to use it otherwise. What we have done is we have written some algorithms to monitor, manage, and actively defend all such attacks. That is what the internal capability of innovation, what we have delivered to keep the data safe, keep the connection safe. Whatever is the spurious attacks, it automatically gets denied. So that is what the current level of machine learning and AI what we have built into the system. Actually, the pattern analysis is very important for machine learning. If there is a pattern, there can be an action. That is what machine learns. That is what drives into artificial intelligence. That is what we have done for our all the edge networks.
Rightly said. So, Unmesh, how would you rate your investment in technology vis-a-vis the sector as a whole? Are you purely ROI driven, or do you think that technology's value can just not be measured by something like return on investment, which is ROI? So, what are your plans for augmenting technology uptake in the future? And what is your approach, keeping this current situation and the future in mind?
See, when we designed the IT landscape for Kingsway, uh, we had a clear mandate that do right things, and once you have done the right things, then do the things rightly, right? So my foundation of the entire IT is well set. We are a scalable modular foundation. So depending upon the business growth, or depending upon more capacities of number of beds to be served, I can scale up. So my return on investment and investment protection is well taken care of. There is a technology 5-year plan what we have in place, which is been sponsored and approved by our BOD and management. So that plan is a guideline, irrespective of what happens, what kind of a growth on technology side, adding more servers or adding more compute power, or improvising on network, going into network security layers, or such initiatives, all these building blocks are properly planned, and hence it is properly planned. Technology obsolescence will not be there because we'll be embracing this technology at those times, and those are going to be the latest. In this geography, we are known to be uh, an establishment or an organization or an enterprise using cutting edge technologies, be it hyperconverged infrastructures, enterprise cloud, or even communication, VoIP, and compute. So we are well protected against, let's say, investment protection. And obviously, because of this calculation, our ROI is better.
Right. So, Unmesh, how have you leveraged IT for enabling new and different business strategies?
This was a very tough task. When we started, it was a normal world. It was not a new world. So in normal world, the pre-practice, pre-planned things worked very well. Suddenly, when mid of March, this lockdown was announced, everybody was taken a surprise. So what we did was, uh, I'm not sure whether you're aware of what kind of IT infra I have. I've got a HP SimplyVity 3-node solution with imaging server as a separate, and we have got Veem backup. I've got all fiber Aruba core switching, all fiber server farming switches. So, the overall fabric of data network, internet network, we have got multiple IoTs within the solution and the server storage compute. So on the infra side, absolutely we are class, and they are flexible. I can extend whatever service at whichever place just across over internet or maybe through intranet. Secondly, the application stack, which is the key and heart. Like a manufacturing industry has an ERP which runs the factory. So we in medical or healthcare industry, we have got something called HMIS, Hospital Management Information System. So that is also built on our latest technologies. We have really matured it very much. So it takes all the business process. It can be addressed remotely. It can be accessed remotely. A doctor can prescribe medicine sitting at home. A pharmacy can dispense the medicine from the hospital to the patient's doorstep. It's all automated. So, we have got a very scalable, modular, and practical infra with a lot of thought process going on to it.
Rightly said. So, Unmesh, you have spoken, you have indicated your, technology partnership with HP in quite a number of instances. So,
Yeah.
what are the key solutions that a technology partner like Hewlett Packard Enterprises, or HPE as it is known, provided to your organization? How have they helped in achieving digital excellence and robustness of infrastructure, which is so very crucial in today's age?
See, HPE, while addressing our planning needs of designing IT landscape, was very proactive, and I really appreciate. They have got lovely system integrating partners. For us, it was Wintech Electronics, which is a Pune-based company, and Wintech along with HPE. We had so many whiteboard sessions in my office, and we worked out what could be the disk IOPS, what kind of a data would flow, how that data would be addressed, what would be the SLA of getting data at the endpoint. So all these matrices were worked out very cautiously, very perfectly, and things are showing up. So what we are using is I'm actually coordinating or responding to two questions at a time. One is HPE as in server storage compute, and another HPE as in Aruba. Entire my network backbone is on Aruba network, all the core and access and edge. That's all Aruba. My entire server farming is on Aruba switching. I've resorted to maximum fiber and minimum copper. Still, I have got about 350 kilometers of copper cable inside my hospital and 5 kilometers of optic fiber. So that shows the volume of 9,000 data points what I have populated in the hospital. Now, as far as technology is concerned, uh, HPE has helped us to build up a modular solution. So whatever was required first, must have, should have, and could have. I call it as a Moscow analysis. So whenever we take any decision regarding any capex, we do a Moscow analysis, that is must have, should have, and could have. So we answer all these questions, and whatever is appropriate at that time to do that, we take it.
Right. So, Unmesh, you have spoken about your association with HPE. Could you also shed some light on what is your roadmap with HPE in the future? What other technologies are you contemplating from them, and what challenges or problems can they solve?
See, building a DR location is right away on my cards. So I'm looking at HPE and Wintech to really get into another whiteboard session to design the DR measures. Though we have DR currently right now, but coming with a background of data center design, I would like to be a sort of at least tier 3 kind of a setup over here, right? Then on security and network side, we would definitely look at some kind of a NAC solution. Maybe since it's Aruba networks, the obvious choice would be Aruba's ClearPass. Then to take it ahead, I may have an introspect built in over there. So, whatever I can provision in best possible way, sorry, in best possible way, will deliver. The technology roadmap till 2025 is ready. The plugins are planned. The technologies are planned. I may not be able to disclose it over here because
Yes.
from once this goes on air, the vendors would be after me.
Truly said.
Yeah.
So, coming to the last question of the session, Mr. Unmesh, what would be your advice or recommendations or suggestions to your peers, particularly technology practitioners who are at the forefront, whether it be healthcare or any other sector? What is your suggestion and recommendations to them?
The first thing that I have been always following in my 30 years career is cheap and simple does not sustain. The solution has to be affordable and appropriate. You have to align your vision with the business process, put up a fuel called passion, top it up with passion so that your vision is driven with passion, and you need a perfect work culture, a very strict and very meticulous at your workplace. Then only you can drive to proper decisions, proper actions at a time. Rather than being a reactive, you need to be proactive. Also, I would like to mention here that everybody is talking about COVID challenge and challenge, etc. Right? So I would say that challenges offer opportunities. Opportunity triggers innovations. Innovations create solutions, and solutions solve problems. So actually, challenges create solutions.
True. I completely agree with you, and thank you so much for joining us today.